Today we are going to set up the new CNTA display. So the first thing you're going to want to do is get this tripod out of the wagon, and the legs just fold out. You have to just kind of pull them all three at once and just pull them out as far as you can pull them out. And then it'll kind of stand up like that, and then you can tighten this down whenever you've got it the height that you want it at. And then for this part, your screen is going to mount on this side, and so you want to make sure that's facing however you want to set everything up. There is a kind of a thumb wheel back here, and a little, can you see that? And a little pin that goes in. So when you get it to your desired height, I'm going to screw down the thumb wheel until it's tight, and that holds it pretty well. And then you'll see there's a hole on the side of the tripod, and you want to put the pin in there, and that just secures it, so if for some reason it slides down, it doesn't fall all the way off. Once you got your tripod secured, make sure it's nice and steady. Then we're going to attach the monitor. So I'm going to show you a couple things about the monitor real quick. So when you pull it out of the case, it's going to look like this on the back. So you can see these two screws. These are going to be the bottom of your monitor. So you want to make sure they're loosened up, lefty-loosey, and you'll see why in just a second. These are going to be the hangers for the monitor. They're going to hang over the top of what we just set up. So now let's hang it up. You can do this by yourself. It's better if you have two people. So you're going to go up. When you feel the hangers engage, I didn't screw it tight. All right, note, wherever the pin is where the height is going to adjust to. So just make sure that's nice and sturdy before you hang it on there. So now those hangers went over the top. Sometimes you might go on where you're not perfectly centered. That's okay. Just slide it over. And then to put it where it's not going to possibly fall off, even if somebody bumps it, these screws are kind of your safety. So you just want to screw them tight until they're up above the back of the monitor. And that way it can't just come off of the stand by itself. Done. This monitor, or this stand, also has a tilt. So you gotta look in from the side here. There's a little thumb screw here. You just loosen the one on both sides. And then tilt it to how you want it to tilt, up or down. And then just make sure you tighten those thumb screws back. Okay, so that's how you set the monitor up on the stand. Now we're going to go into how to set up your presentation. You can pause that. Okay, so we'll have a little Ziploc bag. This will also be in the monitor bag. This is going to have the power cord for the monitor in it. And it just looks like a power cord. It's pretty easy to spot. And then you want to use the USB-A to USB-A. So both the little ends like you would charge an iPhone with. That's the cable. If you try to use the other one, it won't do the video. So we're going to plug the monitor in. And this plug goes into the hole here that says DC. You're going to plug the other end into just a regular AC outlet. And then your USB-A cable is going to go from your computer to the USB-C on the monitor. So now the monitor has power and it has an input. There is a power button on the top, but you'll see as soon as you plug in the power, it automatically turns on and comes green. But if it is to turn off, that's where the power button is. Whoops. All right, now that we're connected, we're gonna log into the CNTA computer. The password will be here on a sticky note for you. And then the presentations are here on the desktop. So there's one for kids and there's one for adults. And we may add to these, but for now, these are the two. So if we wanted to do the kids presentation, I'll just double click it and open it. And then if you take a look, it should already. And then to start the presentation, we're just gonna push on the little slideshow button at the bottom. And it's already on a timer loop, so it's gonna run for you automatically. There's several slides, and then there's trivia questions at the end. And that's it. Okay, so now if we're all done, it's time to break everything down. So we basically just do what we just did, but backwards. We're gonna unplug all of the cables and cords. Most importantly, we're gonna make sure that we loosen these screws down to underneath that ledge there so that we can remove the monitor. There's also a little screwdriver in the bag, and that'll make this easier. And very carefully, and if the stand is not down at the lowest height, that will help you with the lifting, but it's down pretty low right now. So now we'll very carefully, we want to tilt it forward to get those screws out from under the ledge, and then it's just gonna lift right off. Then you just put this back in its case. Just gonna fold this up opposite of the way we folded it out. So take out the pin. And it just stays attached like that. And then you can loosen up the thumb wheel, just slide it in as far down as it goes. Tighten it back up. Loosen this thumb wheel just a little bit. And then we can close the legs up.
We should put a warning label. Do not pinch fingers.
Yes. And then that's it. You just pack it back in the wagon. Ta-da!